Hi guys, Claude released a new feature a couple of days back called Claude Dispatch. And in this video, we will talk about what is Dispatch, how does it work, how is it different from remote control. I know many people are confused on it. And then we will see how you can do the setup and run a couple of examples live from the phone. So basically, everything you need to know about Dispatch in just one video. Let's dive straight into it. Let's start with the basics. First, let's understand what is Dispatch. So Dispatch is a way for you to control your Claude Cowork to your mobile phone. You can think of it like a walkie-talkie to your Cowork session running on your desktop. And for that, your desktop needs to be on, your Claude desktop app needs to be on. What you get is you get a single persistent conversation between your desktop and your phone. And the point I want to emphasize here is the persistent connection. So it's not like the chat is getting reset every day. What happens is, let's say if you give it a task on Monday, then it will remember it on Tuesday and Thursday. It has full context of everything you have talked about. That's pretty cool, right? And you know the best part, Claude has access to everything on your desktop, be it your connectors, files, browsers, plugins, all of it, and everything is controllable through your phone. So it's basically like you're texting your AI worker and it's doing its work on your machine while you're out grabbing a cup of coffee. So the setup is literally very simple. I'll show you in a second. If you are somebody who has been following Anthropic updates closely, you might think something like this was shipped last month. You're actually right. So they shipped remote control in Feb. So remote control and dispatch, there are two complete different features and they're meant for different set of people. So remote control is for developers. It connects your phone to the Cloud Code CLI session. Let's say you want to do a big refactor of your code at your desk and you just want to monitor it while sitting on your couch. So that is remote control. Now the dispatch that has been launched couple of days back is for everybody else. It connects your phone to Cowork. In this case, you tell Claude to, let's say, compile a report from your Slack messages while you're traveling. That is dispatch. So the biggest difference here is with remote control, you get to continue on an existing session. You cannot start new task from your phone. Whereas with dispatch, you can start new task from your phone, and that is what is making dispatch such a big deal. Having understood what is dispatch and how does it differ from remote control, now let's take a look at how dispatch actually works. So how it all starts with you send a message from your mobile phone and then it sends through the Anthropic APIs and Claude starts operating on your desktop app. When the task is done, the result will be sent back to your phone. So it's like everything is happening locally on your desktop, all the code, all the files, everything is happening on your machine. It's just that you're using phone like a window to interact with everything that is being done on the desktop. Enough of theory. Now let's see how we can actually use it. So the prerequisites are you need the Claude desktop app on your desktop and the app needs to be updated. You need the Claude app in your mobile phone and that should also be updated. After you have these prerequisites set, let's see how we can set it up. We have to go to Cowork and under Cowork you will see this section called Dispatch. You have to click on it and this is the landing page. There's one more thing that you need to do once you have the updated apps. You need to ensure that this computer awake setting is turned on. For that, you have to go to settings, general, and then toggle this button saying keep computer awake. Once you have done it, let's go to Cowork and let's go to the dispatch that you see. So we will click on getting started. So in my case, as I was already signed in on the Claude app, I could just say signed in. But if you don't have the mobile app set up, you can scan that QR code and pair it with your desktop app. Now, this is what the homepage for Dispatch looks like. So if the setup has been done correctly for you, you will see in your mobile app, you will see the Dispatch section enabled there. So now the setup has been done. It was that easy. Now, whatever you type on your phone will be shown on your desktop, and whatever Claude is doing on your desktop, it shows on your phone. It will be the same conversation, and both the phone and the desktop are going to be in sync. So I'm asking it what it can do for me. So if you see, it got updated through my phone on the desktop app, and that's pretty cool. So here, as we see, it has given me a summary of what it can do. It can work with files on my computer. It can do research and writing. It can connect to my Gmail, Google Drive, and my apps basically. It can browse tasks. It can help in scheduling. It can also do coding and technical work. For the demo purpose, I'll turn allow all browser actions. Let's ask it to create a presentation for the auto research topic, analyzing how we can get benefit from it in our Claude. So my audience are people interested in increasing their productivity, and the format I want this in is PPTX. For the length, I'll say let's keep 6 slides, and the tone I want casual. And by auto research, I mean the repo from chiropathy, just to clarify, it understands what we want. So it's that easy. You type in instructions from your phone and it will do the job for your desktop. You don't have to be glued to your desktop. And once it's done, it will message you with the results. As you can see clearly, it's not just answering questions for me, it's also creating stuff. It's creating documentation, presentation, and everything. One important thing to note here is this dispatch feature is in preview mode, so use it with caution. Ensure that you are giving access to the stuff only with which you can trust Claude. One thing that I noticed is this dispatch is quite slow. So it's only good for tasks where you give an instruction and then you are maybe walking in a park, grabbing your coffee, having your lunch. And then once you're back, you check what it has done. So it's more of like a sync conversation that I think it's perfect for. It has given me a new presentation. Let's open it. So this is the presentation slide that it has given us, covering what is auto research, how it works, the results, why this matters for productivity. I feel this looks relatively good. The only constraint is the time it took to produce this set of presentation slide. It was very long for me, but I hope with time and new features and new updates coming in, this will get improved. Let me know what's your experience with it. Maybe I gave it a very difficult problem to start with. Let's give it a simple task this time. Let's say I want to travel to Japan from India. I want to know how I can apply for visa and what are the visa rules. As you see, it has given me the response, and it says for Indian citizens, it's absolutely must to apply for visa. And it has given me the visa types available, the key documents that I'll need, and roughly the cost, processing time, and everything. And it can actually help me in putting together a checklist or planning the itinerary, which is kind of cool. And I really like how fast it was this time. That's another use case that you guys can play around with. Now let's talk about some of the limitations that are there with Dispatch. So the first thing is the desktop app must be active for it to work. And then everything happens in one continuous thread. So there's no way for you to start a new thread, or you can't manage multiple threads at once. It's like everything lives in just one single conversation. And then other thing is there are no notifications being triggered when a task is done. And you cannot schedule task in this thread specifically. And there's a safety tip in here. Like if you want to try, don't give access to all the tools on day one. Start small. Okay. So Dispatch is still early. It's in the research preview mode. And I really like the direction that all of us are going in. It's like the mobile first model that we are approaching these AI agents for. And we are moving towards the shift where you don't have to sit on your desk. It's like you can text it from anywhere and check back later. That's the shift we are moving towards. And it's pretty exciting for me. If you found this useful, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.